Okay, again, in America, more than 12,000 Catholic churches in the United States applied for the Paycheck Protection Program loans, and 9,000 got them. So, with the COVID recession, businesses around America are looking for loans from the federal Paycheck Protection Program, or PPP. More than 12,000 of the 17,000 Catholic churches in the U.S. applied for PPP loans, and 9,000 got them. According to the United States Small Business Administration, quote, houses of worship qualify for PPP loans as long as they meet the requirements of Section 50C3 of the Internal Revenue Code. Pat Markey, the executive director of the Diocesan Fiscal Management Conference, said, quote, the PPP isn't about federal government assisting churches. PPP is about keeping people on payrolls, and we should all have the availability to do that, end quote.
Wait, so these are churches that don't pay taxes, and now they're getting other people's tax money to help them out in time of crisis? Is that what we're doing here? So not only so we were going beyond not paying taxes. We're not paying taxes, but not only you don't have to pay taxes, when you're in trouble, we're paying you other people's taxes to get you out of trouble. Like, how much more privilege do you want? Okay, I mean, to be fair, it's fine. Okay, here's one thing that a lot of atheists don't get right. They're like, oh, tax the churches. I'm okay with churches not being taxed if they play by the same rules as other charities, right? If like no charity pays taxes, but other charities, unlike religious organizations, they have to open their books, they have to show their government what they're spending the money on, and they have to prove that they're providing some benefit to the society, to the community, and the benefit is not like, oh, we're spreading our fairy tale. No, that's not counted as benefit. And then you're like, okay, fine, you're tax exempt. The problem with religious organizations is like they don't pay taxes, but they don't have to prove shit, and they don't have to even open their books, and everything is private. So they're not playing by the same rules. If they were playing by the same rules, they're like, hey, look, we have schools, and the school is not just teaching religion, we're teaching like arts and crafts or whatever, and we're open about it, and this is okay, fine, don't pay taxes. But they get all this privilege, and now they're like, hey, we're just like other businesses. Wait, so are you all like other businesses? Like, they're saying when it comes to being tax exempt, like, oh, we're different. And now when it comes to handing out money, like, oh, we're just like other businesses. Like, yeah, this is like so like not. I don't know. This pisses me off. Like, if this doesn't prove you privilege? Wait, here's a question: did mosques apply for PPP in the United States, or just churches? Like, do we have the number?
So I didn't find anything about mosques, but a new survey by Lifeway Research found that 40% of Protestant churches also applied for government assistance, offered either through the CARES Act or the Small Business Administration, and 23% of those pastors reported that their applications were accepted, meaning that 59% of Protestant churches that applied for assistance were approved. And a representative for the Jewish Federations of North America told CBS News that they conducted a survey on the 21st of April and learned that 573 Jewish organizations were approved for PPP loans with a total value of $276 million.
Actually, one of the top comments on Facebook is by Fernando, and he is saying the same thing. He's saying, my tax dollars are being used to keep tax-exempt churches solvent. Whatever happened to the all-powerful thoughts and prayers? Another person, Derek, is saying they are all worried about religious freedom till there's free government money to be handed. Rivka, you want to say something?
She's muted.
Wait, okay, now say something.
I don't know if Susanna brought this up, but I know that synagogues applied for
the
PPP, but I don't know if mosques did, but they included them in the list saying, mosques, synagogues, Hindu temples, churches, whatever, any of these, they were saying, considering them like, well, they're businesses. They just have to pay their employees and keep the lights on. And also the thing to remember is these payroll protection, it's a loan that 75% of it doesn't even have to get paid back.
Damn.
It doesn't get paid back, rather, provided 75% of it is used for payroll. Sorry. And then the other 25% can be used for utilities. So basically, these people could pay themselves with this money.
No. Did any of it show what? They don't even have to show where they're spending it, any of this, right? Even the PPP money.
I don't know if the federal government is going to make them show some of it because it's a payroll tax. And so if they're using it to pay people, you have to keep track of payroll tax. So they may have to show what they're doing with it in order to qualify to not pay it back.
Okay, let's go. Shobham, did you have any comments before we go to the next news?
Yeah, I want to say, like, even if they have to show what they're doing with the money, I mean, assuming like everyone in the church is like super religious and very like a slave to a church or something, can the church just say like, hey, yes, so I have to show these documents to the government, so you guys just need to tell them that you got the payment, but yeah, we are the church, we talk to God, so we are just keeping the money with us. Can the church just do this?
News. Thank you for joining us. Subscribe to our channel. Hit the bell thingy. If you haven't, I don't know why. What's holding you back? Okay. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, why haven't you subscribed to our channel? Explain that to us, please. Like, bell, and also if you're not getting notifications and stuff because YouTube is not telling people that we have shows, because YouTube is like, oh, this person told us that they want to get your shows, right? They want to get your videos, but nah, we think is no. And look, they also hit the bell button, but nah, you guys are too controversial. We want to show them mainstream stuff. We want to show them CNN or cat videos or whatever. But even there are people like, no, we want to see Atheist Republic. And YouTube is like, no, we don't think you want this. They're like, no, please show it to us. We say to you, we want to see Atheist Republic. And YouTube is like, no, we think we know what's better for you than you yourself. So to solve that, there's a link in the description, which is to our newsletter. So hopefully we could email it to you. So hopefully you get some of our content that way. Okay. So yeah, subscribe to our newsletter as well. And share our videos, because we do get demonetized. That's an obvious on every one of our videos. So F that. But we don't care about that anymore. But we also get deprioritized. And that's even more damaging to us. Deprioritized, what does that mean? That means we don't show up on the suggested, videos on the right and all that, on people's homepages. And that's how channels grow. Unfortunately, we can't grow. So we need you guys to share our videos.